Hey everyone, it's Jackie Lee here, and this is my Wham Life. Yeah, just a whole bunch of crazy things just happened, but we're gonna get back on track here. Today I wanted to talk to you about a few different things actually, but they kind of are all wrapped into one. One of the most important things that I found for me, this is just for me, is that if I continue to put good things in my head, I never ever run out of ideas. If I take notes while I'm listening, reading, watching those good things, I never run out of a way, quick and easy way, to put myself in a positive mood. Let me explain what I mean here. Okay, here's my system. And I call it that because I've tried a million things to keep track. I am a paper person. I love to write. I love to take notes when I'm like listening to stuff. And I'm totally disorganized about it. But this year I had this brilliant idea that I would get 3 specific notebooks for all of my writing. Yes, I have about 150 of these black notebooks upstairs on bookshelves. But this year, 3. I've got training notes. I've got notes from books and audios, and I've got scheming. And this is where when I come up with a new idea or a new plan I want to implement in my business, I like write it out to think myself through the whole thing. But here's my thing about notebooks and taking notes. You can take notes on anything and everything that inspires you. In fact, one day I was sitting here watching a movie about this Japanese chef who makes sushi. And the things he was saying, we talked about my blogging goggles the other day, right? Everything he was saying, I was like, oh my God, that's just like blogging. And I grabbed a notebook and I started taking notes on the things he was saying. And my husband turned around and he's like, are you taking notes on a movie? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to use this for a blog post later. And if you go to my blog, you can find it. It's Jiro Does Sushi. And it talks about what I learned from that movie. But one of the things that I really, really love the best about taking notes is some days, you wake up in a funk or something happens and you get annoyed and you just don't know what to do to get yourself all excited again. My favorite thing to do is to go through and start reading the notes that I was taking during training, because the way I take notes is I write down sentences that go boom to me. Boom! If something hits a chord in me that makes me think, oh, then I write it down. So I don't take notes about like what everything is about, what the training is about. I just take the boom moments out and put them on paper. So when I go back and I read the boom moments, it takes me right back to that boom space when I was feeling all excited and energetic and expansive. You know what I mean? So when I go back and I read the notes again, I go right back to that place. Today, this was the page I was reading because I was a little bit funky this morning, let me tell you. And 6 a.m., hello, I hate daylight savings time. And 6 o'clock in the morning, my kid is wide awake in her room, neighing as loud as she possibly can. Not the best way to wake up, I tell you. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. This is the thought, and this was what I was going to do my video on today, but then I realized that I do this almost every day. I go to these notebooks, and I wanted to share this trick with you because it's so important to my business. What image do you want burned into your fan, followers, or customers' mind when they think of you? Right there, that's an awesome topic for a blog post or a blog video. What image do you want burned into your customer reader's mind when they think of you? Really, think about that. Have you thought about it? Do you go into Facebook in the morning? Because I almost did this morning. I almost went to Facebook to just bitch about getting woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I just did it in a video instead. But that is not the image I want burned into my people's heads about me. I don't want them thinking, oh, there she goes bitching again, Not at all. So I refrained. I actually wrote it all out and then I deleted the whole thing. Refrained. Because of the image I want burned in my reader's brain when they think of me is not a whiner. It's not a bitching person. But if you've never thought about that before, you're out there complaining your face off on Facebook, I'm quite sure. I see it every single day. And people wonder why their business isn't growing and why people don't join them when all they're doing is complaining on Facebook and whining and moaning about how awful everything is. People don't want to be around. I mean, I'll just talk for myself. I don't want to be around whiners and complainers it makes me feel bad, and I like to feel good. So, I know I just mixed two whole topics together here. Take notes. Read, listen, watch, training daily. Take notes when you're feeling bummed out. Read notes when you need a blog post idea. Find notes. It's all good, man. It's all good. Okay, so that's today's thought of the day from this work-at-home mom. I now have to finish all of my other work because quickly, because Hannah's getting out of school at 12:30 today, so I don't have very much time. And I think we're going to make bagels this afternoon. You'll see that on the blog too. All right, you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video.